morning, Pontic nomads from the mountains of central Greece. We're on a stroll. It's midday. Another 10 centimeters of snow. This is the 4th snowfall for this year, for this winter. We're kind of getting used to living with these conditions, so that's the sound of wolves, but it's not a wolf. It's our newly adopted animal companion. But anyway, we're getting used to living with these conditions, and it's amazing how nature itself, when you live in the mountains, how it can throw challenges your way and gives you the opportunity to overcome them and learn new survival tactics. So I'll share what I've learned with you guys during this snowfall. Now, as you guys may notice, the fir trees create great shade even in the winter time, not only in the summer. So as you can see, actually not any snow has fallen directly underneath the fir tree. So this is why you got to be careful. On the edges of the fir tree, you get big lumps of snow falling when it begins to melt. So you got to be cautious when walking underneath fir trees during heavy snowfall. These piles of snow that fall from the trees can fall directly on top of your head. That was a nice one. It's just beautiful how the sun starts to creep in between the clouds and melt all the snow away. So with the weather being the way it is today, it calls for a nice mountain coffee. So we've got all the necessities to make a nice Greek mountain coffee. Let's go. Just trying to find that perfect spot to sit and clear up some snow so that way we have a nice view as well. I think we found our spot. This looks like a nice little stone we can sit on. Yeah, definitely is. Let's make a coffee in the mountains. First things first, we need our gas boiler. Second, we need our bottle of water. Third, we need our handcrafted coffee boiler from the city of Constantinople. Then we have our coffee, our Greek grounded coffee, our lighter, of course, our snack, Cretan ruskets, our choice of coffee mug, and finally our spoon for mixing. Let's go ahead and make this coffee. Now, the first thing one must do is to always measure the amount of water with the mug that you've chosen. And this is in the case when making just one coffee, but you can also do it for multiple coffees, and pour directly into the coffee maker. The second is to get the gas on and turn it on with your lighter. Once your fire is on, make sure it's set to medium fire. Then you get 2 large overfilled teaspoons of coffee. When making Greek coffee, keep in mind to put a lot of coffee, so that way you get more flavor. This should do for one coffee. One might say it's a lot, but hey, this is how it turns out really nice. Leave the spoon in here so that way you can mix it. Now, once your coffee all disappears within the depth of the water, have your spoon ready, because that's the time where you will mix your coffee. And also turn the fire down to low. The key to making good Greek coffee is to have a low heat. You need to take your time with it. If you rush and overboil it, it's no good. Now the coffee's all disappeared within the depth, we'll go for our nice, gentle, long stir. Now this is where the magic takes place. Once you've stirred, you let it settle, and it's all about knowing when to take the coffee off the fire. It will be at the point where you see it start to rise along the edges. But you want to take it off before the boiling point, because if it overboils, the coffee is no good. You will notice it start to boil very soon, depending on the level of the fire. And now you see it start to sink through the edges. This is what we call the kaimaki, which is the frothy bit at the top. And now it's time to take it off and gently pour into your mug. There it is, the perfect Greek coffee with the frothy bit at the top, with the kaimaki, as we say in Greek. There it is, guys. A beautiful traditional Greek coffee with a mountain view. All right, let's go, Stinigamas. Cheers. Doesn't get better than this. Life really takes an interesting turn once you make decisions to move into the mountain ranges, especially in secluded villages like the one we're in right here in central Greece. You just get to enjoy real beauty that God has offered to us human beings. A kind of beauty which you really don't encounter in the cities much, with the tall buildings and the skyscrapers and the city life, the hustle and bustle of the daily activities that, us humans partake in. It really becomes a blocker to enjoying beautiful, breathtaking scenery like this one right here. I wouldn't change it for anything, truly. All right, so we finished our coffee. Now let's get back to the base.
Made this.